Do you know the quantum secret of conscious manifestation? Let me tell you about Sarah from Austin, Texas. In January 2025, she was stuck in a job she hated, earning $45,000 a year and nearly 15 kilos overweight, and her last serious relationship had ended 3 years ago. Sarah didn't make a typical list of goals. She applied the quantum manifestation protocol that you are about to learn. December 2025, Sarah leads her own tech startup, earning $180,000, is in the best physical shape of her life at 34, and engaged to someone she calls her soulmate. Coincidence? Luck? No. Quantum science applied to quantum physics has proven that the observer influences reality. Your consciousness literally collapses possibilities into results. But here's the problem. 95% of your thoughts are unconscious, repetitive, and limiting. Repeat after me, feeling each word. I am the conscious architect of my reality. Each thought is a quantum seed that I plant in the infinite field of possibilities. Studies from Stanford University show that goals written with emotional engagement are 42% more likely to be achieved. When you add quantum visualization, that number jumps to 76%. Based on research with over 50,000 Americans, we've identified the 7 dimensions that will define the coming year, and you will master them all. Dimension number 1, financial prosperity. The average goal for the next year is to increase income by 25 to 40%. His metacognitive statement is, my financial mind expands exponentially. I attract multiple income opportunities with ease and natural flow. My market value reflects my high level of awareness. Your specific quantum goals might be, increase your core income by 35% by the 3rd quarter. Create other sources of passive income by June. Invest 20% of earnings in growth assets and reach a specific net worth by December. Dimension number 2, vibrational health. 67% of people want a physical transformation, but true health is vibrational. His quantum affirmation is, every cell in my body vibrates at a frequency of perfect health. My DNA responds to my conscious intention. I am vital energy in constant motion. Specific affirmations. Reach your ideal weight by July. Practice mindful movement 5 times a week. Meditate for 20 minutes a day for heart coherence, and have perfect health exams by the end of the year. But prosperity and health are just the beginning. In the next few minutes, you'll discover the 5 remaining dimensions that 92% of people ignore, and that make ALL the difference. If you're feeling a resonance with these words, it's no coincidence. It's your quantum self recognizing the truth. Stay with me. Let's delve into Dimension 3, soul relationships. His statement is, I am magnetic for authentic and elevated relationships. I attract partners, friends, and mentors who reflect my highest vibration. Your goals could be attracting and nurturing a soulmate relationship, strengthening your current relationship with mindful communication practices, or expanding your social circle with 3 new friends who inspire you. Dimension 4, purpose and legacy. Your quantum affirmation. My purpose reveals itself to me with clarity and power. My work is my passion and my service to the world. I leave a positive legacy every day. Specific goals. Launch that personal project or side business by July. Dedicate 4 hours a week to developing a key skill related to your purpose, or find a form of volunteering that fulfills you. Dimension 5, mental growth and expansion of consciousness. Your brain is neuroplastic. You can reprogram it. His metacognitive statement is, my mind is a fertile ground for genius. I learn at quantum speed and integrate wisdom with ease. My consciousness expands beyond all limitations. Goals. Read 24 transformative books. Take a course that expands your mind, whether on neuroscience or ancient philosophy, and practice 10 minutes of daily journaling or reflective writing to process insights. Dimension 6. Joy and adventure. Life isn't just about goals, it's about enjoying the journey. Next year's goal is to cultivate deliberate joy. His quantum affirmation: I am the embodiment of joy. I find beauty and adventure in the extraordinary. My life is a celebration. Specific goals. Plan trips or experiences that take you out of your comfort zone. Schedule a weekly artist day to do something purely for pleasure. And create a happiness list with 50 small things that make you happy to refer to regularly. And finally, Dimension 7. Global contribution and impact. True success is measured by what we give. His statement: I am a channel of abundance and positive change for the planet. My prosperity overflows and elevates collective consciousness. I make a difference. Your goals could be donating to a cause you believe in, starting a local community project, or using your social media to spread messages of positivity and hope. These are not just goals, this is your quantum roadmap. The difference between dream and reality is conscious action. Grab a notebook right now. For each of the 7 dimensions, write your own specific goals and affirmations. Feel them as if they were already real. This is the first step in collapsing the wave of potential into your new reality. What will you do today to make next year different? Now you have all 7 dimensions. But, as I always say, knowledge without action is just entertainment. It's no use knowing all this if you don't apply it. That's why I created the Quantum Activation Protocol, your step-by-step guide to transforming these concepts into tangible reality in your life. Ready? Let's go. First, step 1. Temporal anchoring. You're going to do this today, right now. Grab a pen and paper, or open a new document on your computer, and write down or print all 7 dimensions we just discussed. Next, for each of these dimensions, you will choose a single, specific goal. Just one. Don't try to take on the world. Be clear, be direct. For example, in the financial dimension, it could mean having $10,000 invested. In terms of health, run 5 kilometers without stopping. Simple and measurable. After defining your 7 goals, you will create your identity statement for the coming year. Write the following sentence and fill in the blank. I am. And here you describe who you are becoming. The person who has already achieved all of this. For example, I am a disciplined investor, a consistent athlete, and a present partner. This is your new identity, your future self that you are bringing into the present. Now, step 2, quantum visualization. This is a daily ritual, lasting only 5 minutes. Ideally in the morning, you will close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to calm down and center yourself. Then you'll find yourself living each of those 7 goals as if they were already a reality. Don't think about the goal, live the goal. Imagine yourself crossing the finish line of the race. See the balance in your investment account. Feel the embrace of your family. The most important thing here is to feel the emotions of each achievement. Feel the joy, the pride, the peace, the gratitude. Let these feelings flood your body. And, at the end of the visualization, give thanks. Give thanks as if all of this has already happened, because in the quantum realm, it already has. You are simply aligning your physical reality with your energetic reality. Step 3, immediate action. This is crucial and must be done within the first 72 hours. The energy of a decision is powerful, but it has a short shelf life. For each of your 7 goals, you need to define and execute a concrete action within the next 72 hours. It doesn't have to be a huge action, but it needs to be real. It needs to be a step that moves you out of inertia. If your financial goal is to open an investment account, you're going to research and open that account today. If your health goal is to run 5 kilometers, you're going to put on your sneakers and walk or jog for 10 minutes today. If you're learning a new language, you'll download the app and do your first lesson now. Action, however small, creates momentum. Momentum is what transforms dreams into reality. Finally, step 4, the quantum review. This will become your weekly ritual, preferably on Sunday evenings. Set aside 15 to 20 minutes to review your 7 dimensions and your goals. The goal here isn't to judge yourself, but rather to celebrate and adjust. Celebrate every small progress. Did you show up at the gym 3 times? Celebrate. Did you read 10 pages of the book? Amazing. Celebrate. This celebration releases dopamine in your brain, which is the neurotransmitter of motivation. You are literally training your brain to enjoy the process. And if something didn't go as planned, don't criticize yourself. Just adjust the route. What can be done differently next week? This is the protocol: temporal anchoring, daily quantum visualization, immediate action, and weekly quantum review. This is your recipe for collapsing time and manifesting the reality you desire. Follow these steps and you'll see the magic happen. But before we continue, I need to warn you, there's a big mistake, a mental trap that causes most people to fail. Even with the best plan in the world, you are 60 seconds away from discovering what that mistake is, and more importantly, how to avoid it completely to ensure you reach the end and achieve your goals. You're already ahead of 95% of people. Just by being here, striving for more, you've already stood out. But there is a fatal flaw, a flaw that destroys even the brightest plans, and you need to know about it now. The mistake is confusing motivation with the system. Think about it. Motivation is like a flash in the pan. It burns brightly and intensely, but fades quickly, leaving you in the dark again. Now, the system is the firewood that keeps that fire burning, strong and constant all year round, no matter if it's raining or sunny outside. A study from Duke University showed something striking. 40% of everything we do in our daily lives are not conscious decisions, but habits, automated actions. This means you don't need superhuman willpower 365 days a year. You need behavioral architecture. This is where our quantum statement comes in. Repeat after me. Feel this truth. I don't depend on temporary motivation. I build systems that automatically elevate me. My habits are my invisible allies, working 24/7 in my favor. So how do we build this fail-safe system? I'm going to introduce you now to the framework that transforms goals into inevitable destiny. These are the 4 pillars of the unbreakable system. First pillar, the quantum environment. The golden rule is, your environment is always stronger than your willpower. Always. So, let's get down to business. First, remove at least 80% of the physical temptations from your space. That food that doesn't agree with you, the distractions on your phone, the triggers that hold you back. Second, create activation stations in your home. A cozy corner for meditation, a focused and clutter-free workspace, an area ready for your workout. Third, and this is powerful, surround yourself with people who are already living the goals you want to achieve, whether online or in person. Their energy is contagious. Bombard your vision with your affirmations and your goals. The rule is simple. If you want to do something, make it easy and visible. If you want to stop, make it difficult and inconvenient. Metacognitive statement. My environment is an extension of my intention. Every object around me supports my evolution. I design my space for automatic success. Now let's move on to pillar 2, non-negotiable rituals. Rituals are the anchor that keeps you steady, no matter the storm. Let's create 2 powerful rituals. First, the quantum morning ritual, lasting 30 to 60 minutes. Begin with mindful hydration. Then, a movement to energize the body. Next, quantum meditation, combining breath and visualization. Speak your affirmations aloud, with conviction. At night, we have the night integration ritual, which lasts 20 to 30 minutes. Start with the digital sunset by turning off all screens an hour before bed. Take stock of your day, 3 wins and 1 lesson learned. Prepare your mind for success by visualizing a perfect tomorrow. Read something that uplifts your soul. End with gratitude and a breathing technique for deep sleep. The quantum affirmation, my rituals are sacred. They connect me to my higher self daily. Each repetition strengthens my quantum identity. Pillar 3, magnetic accountability. One fact, you are 65% more likely to achieve a goal if you commit to someone. If you have regular meetings to check on progress, that chance increases to 95%. You don't have to do this alone. Let's look at the levels of accountability. At level 1, find a goal partner, someone with similar objectives. Create a quantum mastermind, a group of 3 to 5 highly committed people. With monthly meetings, find a mentor or coach. someone who has already achieved what you want to achieve. According to Forbes, the return on investment in mentoring can reach 700%. Share your goals and your progress. Positive social pressure is a powerful motivator. The statement is, I surround myself with evolutionary allies. My success is amplified by collective energy. I give and receive support in a frequency of abundance. We've arrived at the fourth pillar, quantum flexibility. And here's the great paradox. You need to be inflexible in your vision, in your final destination, but ultra-flexible in the path to get there. Quantum physics teaches us that rigidity breaks, but fluidity adapts and finds a way around it. Your plans will encounter obstacles. This is not a sign of failure. It's a sign of feedback from the universe. So, when something doesn't work, follow the quantum adaptation protocol. First, pause. Don't give up. Second, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? Third, adjust the strategy, not the goal. Think of 3 alternative routes. Fourth, test the new approach for 30 days. And fifth, celebrate adaptation. Because flexibility is a superpower, review your goals every quarter, not every week, to avoid creating anxiety. Quantum affirmation, I flow with the intelligence of the universe. Obstacles are divine redirections. I trust the process while maintaining a crystal clear vision. Okay, we have the system, but how do we know it's working? What is not measured cannot be managed. But let's go beyond the numbers. Let's create a 360-degree tracking system. On a weekly basis, track tangible metrics, your finances, your health, your productivity. On a daily basis, track the most important intangible metrics, your level of inner peace, your alignment with your purpose, the gratitude you feel, and your vibrational energy. Use an app or a notebook, whatever works for you, and review everything for 5 minutes on Sundays. And the most important part, celebration, is mandatory. This creates a positive dopamine cycle that keeps you sustainably motivated. You now have the complete system. You've reached the most important moment in this video. Everything you've learned so far, the 7 dimensions, the 4 pillars, the quantum affirmations, all of that can multiply tenfold or evaporate in 72 hours. It depends on a single decision. The secret ingredient is not discipline, it's identity. You achieve your goals by becoming who you need to be. Quantum physics calls this wave function collapse. I call it conscious death and rebirth. And here is the ultimate quantum statement. I am not trying to change. I am already the version of myself that I am today. I don't chase goals, I magnetize them through my being. Now, here is the protocol that billionaires, Olympic athletes, and world leaders use, but never talk about publicly. It's the identity transmutation protocol. First, phase 1, death of the old self. To do this, we're going to perform a release ritual. Write a farewell letter to your past self, thanking them and releasing everything that has passed. Then, safely and consciously, burn that letter. Feel the release. Declare aloud, I release everything that no longer serves me. I create space for my higher self. And to finish, do some physical decluttering. Donate or discard belongings that no longer serve a purpose. And finally, a digital fast of 48 to 72 hours without social media for a complete neural reset. To consolidate this phase, use the following metacognitive affirmation. I honor my past and release it with love. Every past version of myself was necessary. Now I consciously choose who I become. Now we enter phase 2, the conception of the future self. Let's create your quantum avatar. What are his beliefs about money, love, and success? How does he interpret challenges? What is his dominant internal dialogue? Next, how does your future self act? What is their exact morning routine? How do they dress? What decisions do they make automatically? And how does your future self feel? What is their baseline emotional state? How do they deal with fear, anger, or sadness? What vibrational frequency does he emit? And lastly, how does his future self relate to others? Who does he spend time with? How does he communicate his boundaries? What kind of energy does he attract? Your crucial task now is to write a 2-page biography of your December 31st self next year. And most importantly, use the present tense. I am, I have, I do. Describe this person as if they already existed. With your new self conceived, we arrive at phase 3, daily incorporation. Here is your onboarding protocol. Every morning, activate your new self in 5 minutes. Read your future biography aloud. Ask yourself, what would my future self do now? Choose the action that aligns with your goals. not the most comfortable one. Practice anchoring throughout the day. Before making every important decision, stop and think, would my future self choose this? Celebrate every choice aligned with a gesture, a yes, and a smile. And if you make a misaligned choice, correct course without judgment. At night, complete the integration in 5 minutes. List 3 times today when you were your future self, feel the pride deeply, and sleep like the person you are becoming. And here is the quantum affirmation. With each breath, I become more fully who I came to be. My quantum identity solidifies. I don't fake it till I make it. I embody it until I become it. Now, the moment for the irrevocable decision has arrived. The quantum contract. In the next few seconds, you're going to make a commitment to yourself. This is your commitment contract for your future. Say after me. I insert your name on this day, date. Make a sacred pact with myself. I promise my future self that I will consciously live in all 7 dimensions. I will examine the 4 pillars of the unbreakable system. I will embody my new identity daily. I will not give up on difficult days. I will adjust. I will celebrate every victory, no matter how small. I will ask for help when needed, and I will be kind to myself in the process. My commitment is to the process, not just the results. I declare that I deserve everything I desire. I am capable of achieving the extraordinary, signed consciously, with your name and the date. Now you have a choice, and that choice defines the next 365 days of your life. Now you have a choice, and that choice defines the next 365 days of your life. You close this video, feel that inspiration for 20 minutes, go back to endless scrolling, and in 3 days, it will just be another video you watched. Or you can choose door 2, the quantum decision. You can do things differently this time. Here are your next 3 steps to be completed in the next 30 minutes. Step 1. Physical anchoring. Grab a pen and paper. Don't use digital devices. Write down your 7 dimensions with a specific goal for each one. Sign the quantum contract and stick it on your bedroom wall. Step 2. Public declaration. Comment on this video right now. What is your number 1 goal? This activates public responsibility, and you become part of a quantum community. Step 3. First action. Choose a goal and take concrete action within the next 60 minutes. It can be something small, calling the gym, researching a course, opening a financial spreadsheet. Action creates momentum. Momentum creates transformation. You are not alone on this journey. If this video resonated with you, leave a like to show your commitment. Subscribe to receive updates and turn on notifications. Action without a system leads to exhaustion. A system without identity is temporary. Identity plus system plus action equals inevitable transformation.